And I think Christine warning Drita was a good move by Christine. The first time I've been able to say that this season, 7 episodes in, I was surprised that Christine was coherent enough to put it together that Tyson not wanting to open something meant it was a bad thing. That honestly surprised me because Christine has not been coherent this entire season. Hello, hello. Here to chat about the latest episode of House of Villains, episode 7 of the season, I believe. Honestly, not my favorite episode of the season, and I think it's mostly because we had a flop twist. These competition shows love to do their twists, even though 80 to 90% of the time it usually flops. And I think this was another example of a twist flopping and kind of wasting our time for the first third of the episode. Because in the end, the twist didn't even matter. So the twist was we saw at the end of episode 6 Joel hiding a secret letter, and of course Tyson was the one to find it first, the person from Survivor who's probably used to looking for immunity idols. Tom walked in the pantry first, did not see it at all, but of course Tyson did. I am wondering if producers thought this out enough that someone like a Tyson or a Paul was going to find it, because that's how the gamers are in this game. I do think the producers of this show are quite smart. I think they saw the gamers making a big alliance, and the producers have been trying to do little things to break it up ever since, which they've been very successful at doing. And I also think they put in a twist like this thinking a gamer would find it first, even though it's a bad thing. That's my perception of it, because even though the show casts the way they do, where they cast the women who are not from competition shows and are hoping the women serve a mess, and then they cast most of the men from competition shows, it kind of makes the gamers do better on this show like they have in the past. I think producers have seen that and are now making the changes. However, this twist did flop because Tyson found it and it was a bad thing. It meant he was going to be on the hit list unless somebody else opens a letter after him before the next competition for Supervillain. Tyson gave it to Tom to read, which meant now it was Tom that was nominated for the hit list. Tom is so oblivious to the fact that Tyson just uses the hell out of him. He is as oblivious in this season as he was on Traitors. Although this season I do think he has gotten more into the swing of things of being on a competition show. And there has been times that he has thought about his own game, and that, like when it came to the whole alliance thing, I think Tom was one of the better people thinking about his own game. But when it comes to Tyson, he does not think about his own game at all and really falls into the trap of playing Tyson's game a lot. Tom wanted to tell Kate about the letter and warn her not to open it, but then Kate found the letter and opened it, and so she became the person on the hit list. I don't know why they just left it on the couch somewhere close to where Kate could find it. But of course, Kate is upset because when she realizes that Tyson and Tom knew about it, of course, she's going to take that personal after already feeling some kind of way after Tyson and trying to make a move on Tyson in the last episode when she was Supervillain. Now she doesn't trust Tom either because she doesn't believe that Tom was trying to find her to tell her about the letter, to warn her, even though he actually was this go round. I like that Tyson is thinking about Drita and how she currently has no blood on her hands. Tom even asked Drita why every time she knows someone is going out, she votes for that person to stay. She says she gave those people her word. I mean, I like that Drita votes her own way. Nobody likes unanimous votes on games like this, or they shouldn't, because the more unanimous votes there are, the more you're actually not playing your own game. So I do like the way Drita votes, and it is good for her jury management, because so far I think she's voted to save everyone that will be on the jury in the end, and Tyson is smart to realize that and want to try and get her out. Kate like threw the letter down into the first floor, and Drita saw it. Christine saw Tyson and Tom and Kate being very weird about the letter, so she warned Drita not to open it. I did like Drita's commentary about how she's from mob wives, so when she sees something, she doesn't say something. And I think Christine warning Drita was a good move by Christine. The first time I've been able to say that this season, 7 episodes in, I was surprised that Christine was coherent enough to put it together that Tyson not wanting to open something meant it was a bad thing. That honestly surprised me because Christine has not been coherent this entire season. Tyson was going around warning Paul not to open it because it was a bad thing, warning New York not to open it because it was a bad thing. And then Tyson kicked it under the chair, allegedly hoping that Drita or Christine opened it. But, Kate was still the last person to have it, so that did screw over Kate. I also appreciated New York's commentary on how she likes to go to bed early and how that's a good thing because then she's asleep when all the fuckery is going on. And she did miss the fuckery because it could have easily turned on her with that letter. Then the battle royal happened for the supervillain where they had to dress up as squirrels and they have so many nuts to begin with. They got to go into a room and put in a certain amount of nuts. Whoever puts the least is eliminated, but they can't blow their load in all these early rounds because they need nuts at the end to win the game. It's definitely one of those half crapshoot challenges, but there is some strategy behind it too, in my opinion. It is similar to a Big Brother game way back in the day that I used to enjoy. So I did enjoy this challenge. I didn't love Kate winning Supervillain again because that means she's no longer on the hit list. She got what she needed, which was to win this challenge so that she's not on the hit list anymore. But it made the twist a waste of time. She also tried to make a deal with Drita and New York at the end of the challenge that she really needed to win the challenge so that she wouldn't be on the hit list anymore. New York did not go for that deal because New York wants to be a supervillain, but still didn't work out for New York in the end, unfortunately. So we have 2 rounds in a row where Kate is a supervillain, which totally goes against game mechanics for me, in my opinion. Big Brother does it right, where if you are in HOH one week, you can't win HOH the next week. Had they had that rule, it also would have made their twist not a waste of time. But they didn't have that rule, so we have Kate as a supervillain 2 rounds in a row. I mean, Kate does entertain me. She also sometimes gets on my nerves as a player because it is very much a tunnel vision type of player where right now she, of course, wants to get revenge on Tyson and Tom. She has wanted Tyson out the last couple of rounds, which makes sense. Tyson has been trying to have alliances with everyone, but Tom was actually trying to work with Kate, but she can't see that because she has this tunnel vision now for revenge. And even though I don't necessarily agree with Tom's commentary and confessionals where Kate's being dumb if she doesn't put up Drita because she can't beat Drita in the end, which might be true though, still it might be too early in the game for Kate to not take a shot at Tyson at least. But also Kate is limited in options of who she can nominate with Tyson. And Tom is like the damn Robin to Tyson's Batman. Tom's basically been Tyson's bitch this season. So he's kind of made himself like with Tyson comes Tom. That's what happens when you become this duo that everyone can see. So I do feel a little bad for Tom that he was actually trying to still work with Kate and warn Kate about the letter, and he's getting backlash for it now thanks to Tyson. But at that same time, Tom has been blinded by Tyson this entire season. Kate is telling Paul that she's not going to nominate Paul. And Paul, with him surviving last round, Paul is being able to do the Paul thing that he's done so well on Big Brother when he is able to dodge being a target, That's when he was able to get in with people again, and that's what he's already starting to do. He's gotten in good with Kate already this round. Kate saying she's with him for now until he pisses her off. That's all Paul needs to, creep into these alliances when he has his back against the wall. So good on Paul. I like the way he played this round. He's always good, though, after a round where he's a target. He really is able to set up his game well after that. And I kind of already see him doing that. New York has the possibility of being Kate's other nominee, and New York has put her eggs in the basket with Tyson and Tom, so she could be an easy nominee for Kate, even though they're roommates, even though they've gotten so close. Kate's going to be putting herself into a lot of stress, though, if she does nominate New York, because New York's going to cause a scene, plus they're supposed to be roommates. We didn't get to see Kate's third nominee. We won't until the next episode. But she did nominate Tyson and Tom for sure, with the third nominee to go. I doubt it would be Drita. It is a possibility that it's Christine, I guess. It would kind of be an easy way out to not put up New York and deal with the grief. So we will see. It's still been an entertaining season so far, and the preview looks pretty dramatic too. Drita's going to be set off by Christine. I hope she drags Christine, because she's still my least favorite part of the show. We're going to have Josh from Big Brother showing up and some other old faces, I believe, to haunt these players that are still in the game. And I think the Tyson and Paul rivalry is going to explode in the next episode or two, judging by the preview. So we have more rivalries forming. I'm excited to see what drama we get out of them.